Hi, I'm Leslie Ann at leslieann.com. That's LESLIEANE.com. I have an intuitive and great integrative wellness practice here in Greater San Diego area for 15 years. And I want to speak to those that are healers and the sensitivities that we have as healers. We have a tendency to be more heightened in our emotional bodies, even though we know meditation and the inner peace and the walking of being a healer in this lifetime. But it is also tumultuous for being a healer. You're empathic, and sometimes you can't differentiate the difference between your emotions or somebody else's emotions. Sometimes you can actually have somebody else's cravings in food. You find yourself eating or drinking stuff that you probably wouldn't have ever done. And also, not only being empathic on an emotional level, but on a physical level, you bring it in. You could be carrying around someone's lower back pain. Even though we know how to shield ourselves and how to purify ourselves, whether it's burning sage or Palo Santos or taking a shower with soap or soaking in a salt tub, which we know also clears our energy. But it's just one of the byproducts of being a healer, because it gives you an ability to be more accurate with your reading with your client. But right now, we're in the first week of March in 2015. I think it's the third tonight. But the energy has been downright rough. I mean, people have been asking me, "Oh my God, is it really this harsh outside?" And we're working on towards a full moon, and I'm not a moon person, meaning I don't follow moon meditations and stuff like that. Maybe I will in the near future, but at the moment that isn't where I'm at. But also, full moons also bring out our shadow sides. And that's not a bad thing, because our shadow side needs to come out because it's part of us, but it's also part that we like to detox and eliminate. You can't separate yourself, and I only want to be just light, because you can't be completely light, or you won't be here. I mean, you'll have a very, I just answered my own question. You'll have a very difficult time being here in this earth plane if you're mostly light. And I have to say, my walking here on this earth plane I'm 53, and I have a 30-year-old son and a 27-year-old daughter. But, the tendency of practicing grounding, like Qigong and wearing stones and eating grounded foods, and still, if it's not your origin and your orientation of what your purpose is here, it can be a bit challenging, and you have a tendency to feel you feel on greater levels, like you feel high happies and low lows, and it's not that you're bipolar as a healer. It's just that you're experiencing, because you feel so great, so deep, so beautifully. It's a beautiful thing to be emotionally defined. It is where higher consciousness is going. As you see, a lot of the foods and the drinks and the prescriptions and immunizations and our chemtrails isn't about that. It's about keeping you down and suppressing you, so your third eye doesn't open up, and when your third eye doesn't open up, you don't get to see within yourself your higher intelligence, your authentic self, where all your answers are. That's the calcify so that we don't wake up. I don't know, maybe that's why it's such a challenge for me to be here, because gratefully, and knock on wood, I've been working very hard to keep this pineal gland clear and open. I was a kid that was brought up in having to soak your teeth in fluoride. Awful. It was just awful. I remember crying at night because I had to soak my teeth in fluoride. It was awful tasting. I knew it wasn't doing my body any good. But what did my parents know? They were just trying to do the best that they knew how. And bless their hearts, they're still here today on this earth plane. 88 and 83. I love you, Mom and Dad. And to all of you that are healers and are healers that don't know you're healers yet, be easy on yourself and make it a great evening. Sweet dreams.